Hello, great people. Thank you for joining us. I am Chidi Akunna.
And I am Victor Akunna.
If you're watching this, you might be on our YouTube channel, Foundation for Family Affairs. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it so you're notified when next we drop our content. Today we've come your way with something really interesting in the spirit of Christmas. But before then, thank you to every returning subscriber.
Yeah, you guys rock.
Yes, you rock. Our topic for today is 5 common mistakes to avoid at Christmas. 5 common mistakes to avoid at Christmas. And as we're looking at this, we had to think about ourselves and we're like, oh no, let's make this year different.
Yeah.
So we've put in an acronym to help you remember. RAIDS. RAIDS. Okay, so we'll take it in that order. Okay, and R is recharge.
Yes.
Now a lot of us forget to recharge.
Yes.
We it's like, okay, it's the holiday.
Yes.
So we just cramp everything in there.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do this and this and this and catch up on that series and do the other thing. And one thing we forget to do is recharge.
Recharge.
Okay? And then the new year comes and it's like, oh, we didn't realize it was coming. And then you're burnt out. You're still tired. You still need like a few days to get in the flow. Okay, but we need that time to recharge. Yes, we'll be making a lot of assessment of how the year gone has been. Okay, but while making that assessment, because sometimes we don't realize that in the course of making that assessment, of course you would be setting goals for the new year. Your mind is busy. Okay, so while it's important to have that time to do that, you must create time. You must make time to recharge.
Yes. You know, there's a reason why people take their cars back to servicing after every other year, depending on whether it's a brand new car or it's a used car you are driving. So you have to go back there where you revalidate, check your MOT again. You need to take yourself to that point where you begin to, review, reflect, and recharge. Very important for you to recharge emotionally, all right? Because all the goals, all the mistakes, all the errors of the year, all the conflict of the year, everything is drawing from you, drawing your energy, all right? You're drawing your life force. So you need time to recharge that life force. You need time for me time. Me time meaning when you just shut down and you reflect. All right. I think someone says to do the same thing again and again. I think it was Albert Einstein. I said to do the same thing over and over and expect a different result is one of the definition of insanity. All right. So we have to get to that point where we begin to reflect. What have we done well? What do we need to do? For you to be that, you need to stay in a place of peace, in a place of rest. All right, recharge emotionally, recharge spiritually, recharge physically. All right, you need to rest your body. Rest your body. You're coming to the new year. New year going to present new challenges. You need to be in a certain mindset, in a certain state of mind. Your body, which is the main vehicle that helps you to move from A to B, needs to have rested properly. All right, very important for you to recharge. We can't emphasize this enough. Why? Because I'm saying this and I'm speaking to myself, because at the back of my head I have to constantly catch myself to say, okay, no, I'm going to do this during the festive period. I'm going to do that. So all this is playing on my mind. It's like when you have many things open on your laptop, so many things are running, but you're only on one page, but many things are running. So once in a while, you need to close all the other windows, all the files, and just recharge. Yes,
I remember telling you, oh, we have to do this, or we have to do that. And you're like, you're already getting my mind running.
I don't want that. We are like that. Next. So we're trying to pull ourselves back and say, recharge.
Okay, so the next one, activities before relationship. That's another common mistake. Okay, activities before relationship. Hey, hello ladies. We stay there, we cook, we're serving, we're waiting on people, baking, and doing all of that. And then we forget that the relationships are even more important.
Yes, it's the most
that they have activities. We have all gathered to celebrate Christmas, but of what use is it that we gather and all we have gathered to do is just work. So you find some ladies, we wear the bonnet all day serving, and we even forget to make pictures, to make photos, to create memories, you see. So we need to be very, very deliberate about it. You know, okay, activities are just they're important because we need the food, right, to enjoy the season.
Yes.
But then you must engage. You must create time to engage with the people around. Okay, the relationships are just as important.
Fantastic. Because sometimes you see people work, and then they are they've burnt out so much that they cannot really emotionally connect.
Yes.
The only thing they have is emotional leftovers. You don't have time for your family, you don't have time for your loved ones, you don't have time for, I told myself this, I'm going to shut down and connect with this woman and connect with her son. Alright, and really play with him and put away the laptop, put away the mobile phones. Because sometimes you see people all in the same space, but they're not connecting because they're just here. Oh, it's a tradition, let's just gather. But the God is about the meaningfulness of the relationship. During the course of the day, during the course of the year, some of the people that will be in your space, you may have had some disagreements, so the relationship may have been strained. That's an opportunity to fix things. It's your opportunity to re-energize those relationships. That's something we often say, that relationships and marriages are like living organisms. How you nurture them determines how they really grow, really. Alright, so it's not enough to say, I have a tree. Are you nurturing that tree? Is it getting enough nourishment? So it's not enough to say, I have this person in my life. I have this sister-in-law. I have this brother-in-law. Are you really spending time to really nurture these relationships? Or they're just there and they're just bearing the titles, all right? Spend time to really, really nurture those relationships. Mend fences, connect with people beyond the surface of the peripheral stuff, all right? Really connect, maintain eyeballs, and sometimes you have to put away the gadget. Whatever is a distraction at the point, you have probably 4 days to spend with them, or 3 days, or 7 days max, because most people are busy.
Yeah.
Make those times count. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way you say eyeballs. Maintain eyeballs.
Yes, not
eye contact.
Yeah, I'm even talking to you. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to
make sure your balls meets.
Yes, it's powerful.
Right. Okay, and some people might just be thinking, oh, so what about the food? Yes, different people come up with different arrangements. Some pre-order, okay, and get the food supplied on the day. Some prep ahead of time. Okay, so there are some things we can prep.
What do we do?
To create time? We prep.
We prep ahead of time. Yeah, it makes the thing easier. It makes all the nutrients to go into the turkey. All right, guys.
You're in the mood already.
Yeah, I'm in the mood.
Okay, all right. So go to the next point. Inclusive planning.
Exactly.
Inclusive planning. Sometimes you see this and then it's like there's been a plan for the adults in the house, and children are left out.
Yes, they're running all over the place. Yes.
Or there's plan for the children and adults are left there.
Especially when all of you are gathering at Granny's house. Most times Grannies have more plan for the children. They've bought all kind of stuff, but nothing for the adults. So you see the adults not knowing what to do with themselves. Yeah, okay. Hello, how are you? Okay, you're in this room. Sorry, I'll go to the next room. Oh, okay. Everybody just on their phone. And some people be tempted to go back to work and be typing on their laptop. Oh, I just want to send a quick email. It's always a quick email.
Yes,
a quick text.
Like quick one.
That's quick. Yes. Then from quick to 30 minutes you're away, 1 hour you're away. And people just, some other time is having more time for the adult. Oh, there's a lot of movies back to back. Children, no plan. So be inclusive. Right? Different groups you're going to be having in your house.
Yes, okay? Yes. I was speaking with a colleague and he said to me, oh, it's going to be grandma's this year. And he didn't like it. And I was like, oh, why? What's wrong with grandma? He was like, oh, there. When grandma's done having her pudding, she just goes sit in her rocking chair. She starts sleeping. She falls asleep. Okay, so that's why the inclusive planning is important.
Extremely.
There's something to bring people together. Okay, we can plan activities. How is it? Board games. Watch something everyone would enjoy.
Everyone will enjoy. All right. If you have a lot of ladies, sometimes they like romantic movies. Schedule stuff like that. If you have a lot of guys, there are exceptional cases. Action movies. All right. But occasionally have movies that that accommodate both people, so that you don't just have one person with the remote and then deciding what everybody is going to watch. No. let's be inclusive in what we choose to watch. You know, ask people, do you like this? Do you like this? Read the title. Let people have an input. All right.
So it must not be your way all the time.
It mustn't be your way all the time.
There are times you let footballers enjoy their thing.
Yes,
those
I love footballers.
Football,
I don't like football, but when people are watching, I just let them go. Why? Because you know what? When people are in your space and they are comfortable, that's one of the benefits of your festivity.
Yes, of course. Okay, so next point. Discussing divisive topics. Discussing divisive topics.
Yes, because that's a bombshell.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so you know, and it's so funny when sometimes it's like a topic comes up, because sometimes it just comes up like that in the course of discussion. You need to know when to stop. Okay, at this point is spoiling the atmosphere in the house. Okay, we might as well just leave. It's getting heated. Okay, you don't have to stay on that topic pushing your point. You know, like everyone has to take your point.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be.
Yes, this often happens. What I wanted to say was this often happens when you have very strong type A personalities, a lot of cholerics or a lot of choleric nature or type A person in the room. You know, for some reason you guys are family, you stuck with each other. But
that's the beauty of life.
That's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of it, and there's a sad side of it. Yeah. Alright. So the basic thing there is that you need to understand that avoid where places of division, divisive topics, or rather topics on politics, for example. So let's say you are in America, for example, you have families that are core Republicans. All right, they have Republican beliefs. They support the Republican party. They give to the Republican Party. You have people that are Democrats, because all right. So you have people that believe in democratic stuff, and topic like abortion. There are specific topics or gun control. These are heated topics that I want to avoid when those two families are coming together. All right, focus on things that bring you together. Focus on things that, for example, discussing about when you got married. Why did you fall in love with your mother? Different things.
Right.
Those are inclusive topics. Those are topics where people agree. Say a lot of things that are inclusive, that helps people to really get to connect with each other. All right, we know if they are your family, know topic that set people off. I know the topic that set my wife off. All right, by interacting with her.
Yeah.
All right, so some of them I do them anyway because I want to push something more. But we know that we know topics that will set people off. All right, so some topics you might not even know, but when you notice and you notice that the atmosphere in the environment is changing, maybe you just drop them sometimes. All right, so and be the bigger guy in some of these conversations. Just avoid topics around topic. And then some families have specific topics that are red buttons.
Yeah.
All right. For example, maybe you come from a family that is divorced, and your dad is coming with his new wife. Your mom is coming with a new husband. Blended family. You don't bring up their own issues.
Of course.
All right. So sometimes you need to make some pre-calling, like prepping we talked about. Pre-calling and say, Dad, I know you're coming with your wife. Please, let's avoid this kind of thing. Mom is coming as well.
Ground rules.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Set some ground rules. All right. Remember, they are coming to your house. You're not an adult. You have to tell people how you want things to run, because you don't want people to leave your house, your home, with a bad experience. To say, it was, and then later down the line they say, it was when I came to Victor's house. No. Don't label me like that. My house is a sanctuary. So I will tell you what I want ahead of time. We can say we will agree. If we don't agree, we can say, okay, this set of family will come at this time. When they go, another set. Some people do it like that.
Yeah.
When nobody's shifting ground. To let peace reign, okay, mom and her husband will come at this time, dad and her husband will come. Give them separate dates and let peace reign. All right? Enjoy the moments.
Enjoy the moments.
Yeah.
Yes. Enjoy really good. All right. And then S, spending without budget. Spending without a budget.
Yes. Yes.
This one catches up with you sometimes. We're just talking about it and we're like,
this morning,
there's something about this season. It just puts you in the mood. You want to spend.
Yes.
So you need to catch yourself. Okay, and ask yourself questions like, do we really need that? Because sometimes you see some people will tell you after Christmas they have to throw away a lot of food because they made excess. Okay, so do we need that for us to buy this? Do we need this? Okay, it's a time of giving.
It's a time of
Okay,
giving,
and we
yes.
would encourage you to give, find
absolutely.
families in need to give to.
Absolutely.
Please, let's do that. Let's spread the love.
Yes.
All right. But then we must be deliberate.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. The key point here is budget. Budget gives you an overall picture of what you want to spend on, so that your emotion doesn't take control. When your emotion takes control of your spending, you're most likely going to make a wrong call. All right. So we have targets, we have things we want to do this December, we have charities we want to support. There are different things, so you may have your own target, what you want to do, but discuss with your partner, set a boundary, set a budget. All right, because there is something about the atmosphere, not the atmosphere, about the season. All right, the merchants, they have perfected the art of coining us. All right, once you hear that music, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way, it just puts you in that mood to spend. The way stuff is moving from my card, you know, everything is electronic now. You just click, you don't know that 500 has gone. Just like that,
and
right?
Of course, advertisers are doing a great
job. They know the buttons in the brain to ignite. They know the colors to use to sell. They know the advert. They know the music that gets people to trigger some part of our brains to make us make purchases. All right, so let's be deliberate. The only way to save yourself is budget. All right, think when you are rational, that's when you do your budget. Anything that's outside that budget, you have to, you know, for example, our own financial rule is that I don't make any purchases without my wife knowing. She doesn't make any purchases without me knowing. And that's one of the ways where we create a form of balance. All right, like in government, we have checks and balance.
I would say purchases, major purchases.
Major purchases,
yes.
It's
like,
no.
you have to contact me to send
come on. You know, major purchases. So that way, sometimes there are perspectives you bring to you, like, oh, I didn't see that. And then you can review. And that's one of the ways that has really helped us to make wise financial decisions.
It even helps us because, like, by the time you come to me and say, what do you think about this? We then together have to look at the reviews.
Yes.
You know, so it's like you buy appropriately. Not just spend on things that may not be worth it.
Exactly. Yes. Because what's the point of having somebody else, you know, a whole human being with wonderful perspective, and you're not bringing that knowledge into what you're doing? No. So that's one key thing that we do. So rates, these are things that will raid your time, that will raid stuff you're doing. Let's find a way to avoid them.
Yes. Okay, so we've come to the end of the video.
Oh, why is so mellow?
What's that?
We've come to the end of the video. You want you to keep going?
I think we need to go enjoy Christmas.
Oh my word, guys.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, please, and turn on the bell next to it so you're notified when we come your way. When we drop our content. Yes,
we do drop content every week. Okay. So keep coming back, keep sharing, and we'll keep throwing out more content out there. And if you have topics, some of you have sent us topics, we'll be getting to them one after the other. Once you have your notification, you will know when we come to your own topic.
And feel free, if you think you have a point we haven't touched on.
Yes.
Common mistake.
Yep.
Drop it in the comment section.
Absolutely.
Let's hear from you. Okay, we'll see you on the other side.
Bye-bye.